actually is a story that should go viral. It matches up with all of the police killings that we see today that happen to Black people. And we know this is the attitude, especially when the Ku Klux Klan have infiltrated law enforcement. And you have all types of organizations that know about this. In fact, the FBI put a report out about it, and nothing is being done. So cops like this one is able to freely exist on a police force and not be removed. And it's too many of them. And if you ever wonder why Black people don't trust cops, here's why. You can sit there and talk about, well, we need cops. No, we don't need racist cops. We don't need abusive cops. We don't need cops that don't give a shit about the citizens. Okay, if you're there to occupy a neighborhood, your services are not needed. If you're there to protect and serve, by all means, do your job. But don't come in our face and tell us we have to accept abusive cops and we need them. No, we don't. No, we don't. Like hell we do. This should go viral. This should be spread everywhere. And it just vindicate everything Black people have been saying about these racist cops in America. No, I don't have to respect a cop like this, and I won't do it. Video of Georgia police officer. We only kill Blacks. Yeah, we know that. We know. This just came out August 31st, 2017. Cobb County, Georgia, video from a police car's dash camera shows an officer attempting to calm a nervous driver during a DUI stop by telling her, "We only kill Black people." The video was obtained by WSB Channel 2 in Atlanta. The woman can be heard telling the officer she's afraid to move her hands because of recent police-involved shootings. Remember, we only kill Black people. This is what the officer says. We only kill Black people, right? The officer from Cobb County tells the woman. I'm going to go ahead and roll this video.
Listen to an officer's words when a woman says she was afraid to move her hands.
Remember, we only kill Black people. Yeah, we only kill Black people, right?
That's exclusive dash cam video. New at 6, the officer is trying to explain himself.
Live, local, late breaking. This is Channel 2 Action News at 6 p.m. Coverage you can count on.
Good evening, I'm Justin Farr.
I'm Jovita Moore. Only Channel 2 Action News got dash cam video of a DUI stop. Now, we want you to listen because it's the officer's words, not his actions here, that have him under an internal investigation. Channel 2's investigative reporter, Mark Winnie, is live at Cobb County Police Headquarters. And Mark, the officer's attorney says he was only trying to get that woman to comply.
Yeah, in fact, we were led to believe the officer was eager, in fact, to tell his side, to go on camera, but his attorney intervened. We do, however, have a detailed statement from that attorney. But first, the video.
Use your phone. It's in your lap right there. I just don't want to put my hands down. I'm really sorry. You're just really slow. No. I've just been wasting any videos. But you're not Black. Remember, we only kill Black people. Yeah, we only kill Black people, right? All the videos you've seen, have you seen Black people get killed? You have.
The statements was made by an individual, and they're not indicative of the values and the facts that surround the Cobb County Police Department and this county in general.
Cobb County Police Chief Mike Register says after we submitted an open records request, he and his command staff looked at the dash cam video.
But you're not black.
And he opened an internal investigation Friday.
No matter what context it was said in, it should not have been said.
Register says the speaker is Lieutenant Greg Abbott and indicated he has been assigned to administrative duties pending the outcome of the investigation.
We're not making excuses. We're meeting this head on, and we're going to deal with it.
The Register says the recording is part of a DUI stop, and a female passenger indicates she was hesitant to put her hands down to pick up a cell phone because she didn't want to get shot. Lawyer Suri Chata Jimenez says he represented the driver in the DUI case.
It makes you cringe when you hear it.
Chata Jimenez says he believes the officer was being sarcastic after the passenger gave him some lip, but the fear minorities have when stopped is real.
But it's still unacceptable.
The chief says Abbott has been a heretofore good officer, and he's not aware of any racial bias complaints. Register says the incident occurred last year before he became chief and before an International Association of Chiefs of Police report giving the Cobb PD a high community approval rating, but also mentioning a perception of discriminatory and biased policing. He says the brass has responded by instituting a faith forum, precinct discussion groups, training changes, and more.
We are going to keep going forward to make sure that we as a police department service the community in the most professional way, all segments of the community.
And his attorney, Lance LaRusso, sent me a text with a statement. He says that Abbott is a highly respected 27-year veteran of the Cobb County Police Department. Quote, he is cooperating with the department's internal investigation and will continue to do so. His comments must be observed in their totality to understand their context. He was attempting to de-escalate a situation involving an uncooperative passenger. In context, his comments were clearly aimed at attempting to gain compliance by using the passenger's own statements and reasoning. Reporting live outside Cobb Police Headquarters, Mark Winnie, Channel 2 Action News.
No, that's a poor excuse, okay? I don't accept nothing that the police chief or this man said. And why is he only on desk duty? He should have been fired. If you were really serious about doing anything about this, he should have been fired. And what he says matches up with the climate of what's going on in this country today. What do you see? Cops killing black people. Cops abusing and beating black people. That's what you see. He is just mirroring what's being seen clearly in society. Okay, and you white people can miss me with that. Well, they shoot white people too. You can miss me, and you can also miss me with it was a joke. This is nothing to joke about. I don't find it funny. It should not have been said. We know this is happening in this country. And you know what? The dummies among you will always bring the cat out of the bag. That's one thing about a racist. They can't keep their mouth shut. WSB identified the officer as Lieutenant Greg Abbott. The traffic stop occurred in July. WGCL Channel 46 reports the department has confirmed the comments and Abbott has been placed on administrative duty while the incident is investigated. Lance LaRusso, the attorney for Abbott, says the officer is trying to de-escalate the situation involved an uncooperative passenger. Okay, so in order for you to de-escalate a situation, you have to talk about, as a cop, you only shoot black people. This is a 27-year vet. I would like to know how many black men, women, and children has he attacked and possibly killed in his career. That should be exposed. In context, his comments were clearly aimed at attempting to gain compliance. So that's how you gain compliance? This is a shitty-ass reason, by using the passenger's own statement and reasoning to avoid making an arrest, LaRusso says. This is what you have to do when the driver and passenger is white to de-escalate a situation. You have to say you only kill black people? Okay, I'm not buying nothing that they're saying. They're doing an extremely poor job in trying to cover their ass on this one. Cobb County Police Chief Mike Register tells WSB that Abbott is a good officer. No, he isn't. A good officer would never have made a statement like that. No, I reject that. And he's unaware of any racial complaints against him. I reject everything the chief says. Still, he released a statement condemning the incident. No, that he's making up some shitty ass excuses. I don't accept nothing this police chief said. No matter what the context, statements like these are unacceptable and are not indicative of the type of culture we are trying to facilitate here in the police department as well as within the country. He states, nope, within the country, you are without a shadow of a doubt killing Black people over the most minor traffic stop. You are shooting down unarmed Black people. You have shot Black people in the back when they were no threat, on the ground when they were no threat. I don't accept nothing and no statements from this cop, his lawyer, or this police chief. Everything they have said in this news story is unacceptable. And it reflects the climate of America, period. Please tell me what you think. I will leave the link to this article in the description box. Please leave your comment and subscribe. And if you can donate to my channel, please do. Peace, family.